Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's me, Manny Money. I'm back in the house. Everybody doing this fine morning iron, man. I got a good one for y'all tonight. I got the Dodgers versus the Braves and baseball Sunday night. Tonight's feature game. So, man, let's tune in and see, man. Let's see who pulls this off, man. Let's make it happen.
Just about to get underway, getting the nod in this one. Scott blew it, but Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to go here. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez. And a foul ball. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Not even close there, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
On the ground, and it's off the bag. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, shortstop.
Here's Mookie now. There's the strike. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's outside. 2-2. And there's a ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Strike him out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 3-2 on the way. Goes down looking.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Here comes the 2024 World Series MVP to the plate. Freddie Freeman was good all postseason, but man, The World Series was something else.
Yeah, probably the easiest MVP choice of any World Series, which is especially impressive with the amount of superstars on the Dodgers. Freeman tied a World Series record with 12 RBIs, and we'll never forget that walk-off grand slam in Game 1.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the slider just misses.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. Back at Truist Park, starting on the mound in this one, Roki Sasaki.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
And now it's the Braves DH, Alex Verdugo. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And downstairs. Swinging a foul straight back. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one down. Here comes Austin Riley. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
1 out, bases empty. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Two and two. And that one missing low. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Marcell Ozuna stands in now and watches strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. And it's even up to Ozuna. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, Bart. The way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And now Matt Olson up to hit.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. Ozuna off of first with 2 away. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch to Olson.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. New inning getting started. Here's Muncy to hit. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Nope. Outside.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And the right-hander deals.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And And that
2
one
balls,
almost hit him.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Just missed. Pages goes 6'1", 24 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Check swing, and he went. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul. But not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Michael Conforto in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Just missed. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been headed towards the corner, and that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. One out, runner at second. Now, Chris Taylor. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Dives and he can't hang on. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So the batting order turns over. Digging in, Enrique Hernandez. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. That clips the corner. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. That's a strikeout. Here's Betts. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
There's a strike to Mookie. That one
Two
not
balls,
close.
one strike.
Ball two. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Next to the dish is Freddie.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
A little bit low, and it's 1-0. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
2
time.
balls, 1 strike.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Here's Sean Murphy.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Sasaki back to work. In there at the knees, 0-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
Count.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's ball
Just
2.
missed.
2-0.
Just
that's upstairs.
missed. Next offering is in for a strike. And strike two.
Count's full.
Swung on, belted. Reaching back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Roki. Braves go down quickly here. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch, and he just misses. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Bryce Elder appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. And that is out of play. Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Center field. Harris after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's Max Muncy. Went down on strikes his first time through. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. He's already homered here in this one. Called strike right there. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Foul ball. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So the Dodgers leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in Atlanta, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Eli White. Outside low, ball 1.
Hey!
Next offering is fouled back. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Cut out and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. That one misses, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Just
That's ball
missed.
2.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carried. And that's going to bang against the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Alex Verdugo. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one outside.
That's off the plate.
1-0. Man at second. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And that one wrapped foul. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's outside. It's 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. one just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
So here's Riley now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's a one-run game.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner at first with 2 away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Reached on an infield single his first time. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Riley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's too low. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's downstairs. And now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Got him looking. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Bryce Elder.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Doubled his first time up. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in, not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Chris Taylor, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's
That's
down
a
and
ball.
in. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Elder fires. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And a 1-1. Swings through that one.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one ripped. That's a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Kike Hernandez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Mookie to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one is absolutely belted. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Freeman in the box again. Takes a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Coming around third is Taylor. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now Will Smith. First pitch misses. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. 1 run is in. Headed for the plate. The relay. And he's out.
On the tag.
Knocked down, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. And midway in the 4th, it's the Dodgers 5 and the Braves 1. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Matt Olson. That first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Pajes should have this one. Rings it in, and there's one away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Murphy batting with one down, takes a strike. That one fouled hard the other way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Fly to center his first time. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. He goes down looking.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Atlanta. They're down here 5-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Dylan Lee. He's been so good against lefties. And now it's Max Muncy. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Way
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses outside. Full count now. Stays alive. And the funky Muncie is stifled by the strikeout. And next for LA, Andy Pajes. He's already homered in this game. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. That's in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Out to short. In there safely.
Definitely a tough play, but he seems to have had a little trouble getting rid of it, and that made all the difference. With the speed running up the line, you got to be perfect, and right there, he just couldn't get it there in time.
One down. The batter will be Michael Conforto. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there. That one
Ball
missed.
2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Line to left. Fair ball. Pajes on his way to third. Coming home. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And the lead is up to 5.
Back-to-back base hits. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the dirt. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Here's Kike Hernandez. 1 for 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. White on the move. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now in for the Braves, Eli White. Sasaki back to work. And that's in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 78 preparing to come on if needed. Number 86 also throwing. And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1-1. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air, out towards left center, corrals it, and there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Nick Allen now at the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Dodgers leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, and he hit him.
Boom, that got
He
him.
had 2
Take
strikes
me.
on him, and he hit him. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the DH, Alex Verdugo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one
1
almost
ball,
got him.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. And they'll do it again. This one in the dirt. Just misses with that one. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Roki Sasaki won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. New pitcher now, number 78.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And the batter now, Austin Riley.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And first offering is fouled off. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1 out. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Braves 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Pierce Johnson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Betts stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field nod.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Murphy fires the first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Freeman stands in now and watches strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
One down, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Freeman, the runner at second with 1 away. Next
1 ball,
offering is
2
down
strikes.
low. And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Next pitch is downstairs. Pulls that one foul. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Ranging back. Drops into the glove. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Slider misses outside. And that one is downstairs. And a count now 2-0. Movement in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia also getting ready. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. That clips the zone, and it's 2-1 now. High fly ball, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. And that one missing low. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. There's a strike.
2. 3-2.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back. And forget it. His second home run of the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Murphy in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering upstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Strike. Two one.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So the Braves get one back on the solo. It's now 6-2. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. Gonna bend down. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
There's a swing and a drive. White going back on this one. Onto the track. And he makes the catch.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Michael Conforto. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. And that skips in the dirt. That misses, and that's ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. That's a strikeout. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Braves 2. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the inning, and now it's going to be Michael Harris II. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Oh, that got away from him.
That ball got him right
And he's
there.
going to reach on a
First
hit
base.
by pitch to lead off the inning. And now Eli White. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick Allen.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. That one fouled off. And 1-2.
Inside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Harris off of first with 2 away. That to right. Lunging, but it gets down. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here comes Austin Riley. There's a strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And that one upstairs. 2 on, 2 outs. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Verdugo on his horse and around third. To the plate, 2. And it's now a 2-run game.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 78 won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Kirby Yates.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1. Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. Fastball is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Hit in the air, center field. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 6-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Daysbel Hernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here comes Chris Taylor.
For the Dodgers, left fielder Chris Taylor.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hernandez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swing and a bouncer towards third. And that's just foul. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Next offering way off the plate. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Foul ball. And foul ball. And that's outside. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And it remains 2-2. to the right side, and that's a fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Around first and hustling for second. Still able to fire over, and he'll pull into second safely.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's Mookie Betts. Inside. And that's ball 1. And that one fouled off.
Nope. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical. But so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff. You have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Ripped on a line to center. Harris pulls it in on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Teoscar Hernandez digs in now. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Going, gone. Teoscar Hernandez hits one out. Home run number 10 on the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-4.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Daysbel Hernandez will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Rafael Montero will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Rafael Montero.
Base is empty with 2 away. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. A changeup missing. 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, White. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's opened up now, 9-4. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shohei Ohtani. Ready to make his season debut.
Number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
Matt Olson up to the plate. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
That misses the zone, and 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Luis Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is downstairs. Good eye right there. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 1 away.
Now batting.
So here's Murphy now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
In the air to left center, Pajes. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Nope, outside.
The Dodgers leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And delivers outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 9-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Muncy digs in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Montero fires. Swings through that one for strike one.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Pajes at the plate now. That's ball 1. And there's
2
the ball.
balls, 1 strike.
And that's
Ball,
downstairs. 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-4.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Conforto, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. Hard ground ball, base 9.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Ball 1 to Taylor.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 12-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Rafael Montero done for the night, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Angel De Los Santos.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Kike Hernandez at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
This one high in the air to left center. Harris flashes the leather on the running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. Put on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. Eli White next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The Dodgers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a good eye there. Here's a 1-2. Outside. And that one a little bit high. One down, base is empty. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. Didn't go. The 1-0.
Ball. 2-0.
The base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And it's filled up. Swings through it for the K. Now only one out remaining. Alex Verdugo next up for the Braves.
Alex Verdugo.
On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way
that's a ball.
so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way. And a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's Austin Riley.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
First
Yep,
pitch
that ball went
just
out.
misses. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That split
1
is a
ball,
pretty
2
nasty
strikes.
pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins to get to 10. But there's definitely a high level of confidence that this team is playing at right now, and that's one of those things. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to disturb things. Make sure the clubhouse is giving you the same good food it's been giving you all along, and you can keep this win streak going.
12-4 is the way this one finishes. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Alrighty, y'all, that's game, man. That was just a whole one-sided game. I was expecting a little better, but hey, simulation what is. Maybe the actual game tonight is actually a little more interesting, but hey, like I said, simulation it is. But anyway, other than that, I'm in it here, y'all. I appreciate for those that stop by and watch the video support. If you don't follow me, I appreciate it if you would. I would, subscribe, give me a like. I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. And I keep making these videos for y'all and tune in. And a little bit later on today, I'm going to make 2 basketball games coming out. We got the Warriors and Rockets. Can't remember the other game. I know it's game. The Thunder. I think the Thunder. Can't remember the other team, but yeah, those featured games tonight for NBA. But alright, yeah, like I said, other than that, subscribe, follow, appreciate it. And until next time, my fellow gamers. Deuces.